All right, y'all, what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing out there today, man? I'm at the Porsche dealership right now. I'm about to do a review on the 718 Porsche. Looks real nice. Got the black wheels right there with the red brake calipers. That new look, as this is a 2017, so the headlights got that little revised look right there. Got the pipes looking real nasty. 718 Porsche. All right, and boom, just like that, let's hop up in this bad boy. Legs first. Oh, tight one. Hard to get in, but once you in, you're good. All right, and bam, now that we're in the whip, let's talk about all this good shit happening up in this cabin though. First things first, look at this steering wheel. You could tell this, everything about this car was just handcrafted. Now, I did a Porsche Panamera 4S review. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. Because these cabins are kind of similar, but it's different. And it's the little shit that makes it different. That's one of the dope things about Porsches. All the little shit that they handcraft and stitch and every last little detail. That's what makes Porsche so dope. Now look at the gauge, the little Cayman S right there. We got 190 on the dash, but nonetheless, it's still a dope ass whip, and I wanted to give y'all a Porsche review from a tall guy's perspective. Look at the analog clock. Now, I'm not really a big fan of these analog clocks, but I get why they put them in here, get that little bit of a class, that little prestige feeling. I'm not a big fan of these little empty blank buttons though, but you get what you pay for, right? The center screen, it's not as big as the one on my Hellcat, obviously, but nonetheless, it's still dope. You got an old-fashioned, I think this is a CD player. I ain't seen one of them in a whip in hella long, but nonetheless, still dope. Got the phone, media, tuner, source, you know, all the regular shit that's in regular whips for the most part. What's this right here? Let's go ahead and get this a push. Bang. Oh, okay. We don't smoke, so we don't do that. That'll just be there for, you know, some coins or some shit. Now, let's see what this storage compartment look like. Where the button at? Okay, bam. That little button. Ooh, that storage compartment is real scarce. Just to show you how scarce this is, watch this. I'm gonna put the GoPro right here, and you can see the top level of this. No problem. Ain't that crazy? So it's good enough for a GoPro. Check this out. And that's about as good as it's good for. All right, now that we've touched on the storage space, let's go ahead and talk about why there's not one single cup holder in this Porsche. Now, I understand this is a sports car, but look at this. Not one cup holder or a bottle holder in the door at all. Not one right here at all. Not one on the side over here at all. Not one over here. Not one over there. I mean, there's not one damn cup holder up in here. That's weak as hell. So now that we know that there's no cup holders and we got that established, let's touch on the storage space. Now the door's got a little cubby hole right here. Cool little decent sized cubby hole, but definitely not big enough for a water bottle. Can't let the cup holders go. But and then over here you got some pretty good storage space as well, same as the driver's side door. Now here's where it gets a little hefty. Pop that little button. Pretty good damn glove box storage, you know what I mean? For what it is. I expected to have like a micro USB glove box, but inside the glove box they got a USB right there, which is pretty cool. One interesting thing that I just found out while trying to get a breath of fresh air is, look at this. Pop that down. More storage space. I didn't even know that. So it makes it a little bit more practical, but still is not one damn cup holder. And you can do that on this side too. You got the little cubby hole right here, obviously the whole door panel, then you just pop it, bam, little extra shit right there. I think that's dope, some James Bond type-ish. Since we're on the topic of the door panels, let's talk about these door handles. Them joints feel like money. These little blanks right here, but maybe they just cheaped it out since they took out the Panamera and just threw the same little buttons in here. And obviously it's a Porsche, so you're gonna have memory seats. And if you watch any of my other videos, then you know I'm a big fan of the memory seats, and I wish that my Hellcat Challenger had these memory seats. Got the lock key, the set key. Say for instance, if you don't know what memory seats is, say for instance, my girlfriend was seat number 1, right? And she liked to have the steering wheel up close and the seat close and just want to be close to hell on the steering wheel. That could be her setting. So every time she hops in the car, she just hits 1 and the steering wheel and all that shit would move itself up and get it perfectly set for her, so that way she don't have to switch a damn thing. Number 2 would be for me, where I'm at right now, where my seat pushed all the way back, steering wheel smushed all the way in. I get as much room as possible. Now, let's talk about this transmission. Now, obviously, it's an automatic. This isn't your regular automatic. This is obviously a PDK. Now, for those who don't know what PDK is in the Porsche world, let's just sum it up and say it's a dope-ass automatic transmission, the best automatic transmission you can obviously buy. At least from what I've heard. I've driven a Porsche Panamera 4S, and I mean, I think the only way you could really tell is if you're like a supercar dude and you're driving all the toughest whips all the time, and then obviously you'll be able to tell. My Hellcat over there is a 8-speed. I love my transmission, and I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between this transmission and my Hellcat transmission, obviously, unless you really push it to the limits. So now that we've talked about the transmission, let's move our way over to the seats. The seat bolstering ain't obviously the most crazy in the world, but I feel like they're good enough for what you need it for, to hit a few corners. All right, so now that we've talked about the seats, we talked about the steering wheel, the gauge, the RPMs, the miles per hour, the center console, the transmission, the screen, the storage space, the glove box, and all that good shit. Now we're gonna talk about the price of the whip. Let's see how much they ask for this joint. Obviously this is a sports car, so it should be pretty, yeah, it's pretty decent on gas. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Man, it's a 5, that's pretty solid. Now my Hellcat is a 2, so I mean that gives you a pretty good comparison on where this is at with gas. Now obviously I don't think this probably, I haven't driven it yet, but I don't know if this would be as fun as my Hellcat. I don't know if it would have that kind of aggressive power that I like when you hit the pedal, but nonetheless that 5 looks pretty good on the gas mileage. Now we're going to talk about the miles per gallon. 24 miles per gallon combined, 21 in the city, 28 on the highway. That's pretty damn good. My Hellcat gets 11 to 12 miles per gallon in the city, and I've gotten about 27 on the highway. You probably, if you really went like 60, I got 27 miles per gallon on the highway with my Hellcat at 70 on cruise control. So I'm pretty sure if you threw it in 60 and cruise controlled it up, I'm pretty sure you could probably get another mile out of there and stretch it out to 28. So that's pretty good. $88,655. So the base price of the car with no features added is $66,300. Add up all this shit like Porsche does, and before you know it, bam, $88,000. Damn, that is $22,000 and about $300 roughly of added features that you can put on this car. Shit. So now that we done talked about, you know, the pricing and all this shit in the whip, let me go ahead and tell you my opinion about the Porsche. Do I think that this car is worth $88,000? I haven't driven it yet, but I mean, if you're a Porsche lover, it's kind of hard to say whether you think it's worth it or not, you know, because that's all relative, you know. Like if you're looking for a sports car that's bending corners, then you know you would think $88,000 for a Porsche is worth it. But me, I like the more ferocious kind of feel of the car, you know, that V8 whole damn car shake when you hit the pedal, and you know, I like all that, you know. But so I'd pay $70,000 for my Hellcat, and this being 88, I'm like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But for the people who do like the mountain carvers and the cars is cornering, doing like 100 and all that, then cool, thumbs up to you. And I think that you might think this is worth it. But me, I'm cool with the $70,000 Hellcat. Let's get to the point that I've been waiting for, to talk about from a tall guy's perspective. Can a 6'10" dude fit in a Porsche? I can fit roughly about 3 hands between my head and the roof. 1, 2, and if I had a third hand, I could throw it on top of that. Pretty much 3 hands, and I'm 6'10", I'm fitting here just fine. Now the seats, like I mentioned, they're cool. You can feel the bolstering, but it's not insane. It's still really comfortable. The seats are OD comfortable. I like them a lot. All right, now to touch on the leg room. Obviously, I'm 6'10", I'm in a Porsche. With my legs sitting straight up, this is where I'm at with my knees by the steering wheel. But my legs are not extended, as you can see, so let's extend the legs forward. And this is where I'd be at driving. Let's see if I can scoot this steering wheel up some. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. I do have a little cubby hole where I can stick my left foot and get that little extra extension. And me being 6'10", to be able to damn near straighten this joint, that's pretty damn good. Definitely in a small ass car like this. Now my right foot, this is how it's going to be stuck. But maybe if I wanted to get a little stretch, maybe I could throw it on the left side where my left foot was at. Yep. Yeah. So this could definitely be something you could drive in a road trip for sure, because I can extend my legs to 6'10", so I'm pretty sure your average height person wouldn't have an issue in this car at all. Definitely if you're like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", you'd be definitely kosher. But my leg room is cool. My headroom is even better. So all in all, pretty dope ass whip, even for somebody who's 6'10". And I like how you can see through the back right here. You got a little extra storage room back there if you want to just like throw a little bag. It's definitely gonna block your vision in the rear view mirror, but I mean, you could throw some little shit back there and be just fine. So it adds to a little bit more of the practicality of the car, obviously, even though it don't got cup holders. The people up here at Porsche, they know me very well. I come up here every now and again, do a review. So they're gonna come out here, do a little drive with me, and just like that, we're gonna tell you what it's like to drive this bad bitch. So now that we talked about all the good stuff on the inside, now it's time to take this bad bitch on a ride. You got the other key right here. This is my guy. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Brian. I like it. All right, so we're taking off in the PDK thing. This thing is low as hell, man. Way different than the Hellcat. Brandon did a launch for me last time. That was crazy. I haven't even did a launch of my Hellcat yet.
Hills are badass.
Oh damn. Let's get some good little bull to it. all-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Damn, I like that. See, because if I hit it in my Hellcat, I get that little wheel spin, you know, it just kind of goes. So I kind of got to creep onto it, and then once I get up to a good speed, then I can hit it like I want to.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want to shred up my tires, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Expensive ass tires.
Yeah, this will chirp a little bit on a launch control, but you won't get a lot of tire spin on it.
Nope.
This will just take right out.
What's your favorite car? If you could have one car and it's for free, any car in the world, what would it be?
Probably like
Hit it right here.
98 GTR, R34 Skyline, or...
That's what's up, man. You like them performance, like track time kind of cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're the kind of person that don't understand the theory of somebody getting a Hellcat up.
Right.
Now, I know I ain't take this car to the max, but I just wanted to drive it and get my perspective on it. You know, I ain't want to go all the way all out. When it's a car that's not mine, I like to, you know, get a feel for it. I don't like to just get in something and just smash out on some shit, because the way it's set up in my Hellcat is, I've had it for a minute, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm used to it.
You know it.
I know it, you know what I mean? I can, but I refuse to get in a car that I don't know and then just go gusto right from the beginning. I like to get a little feel for it, and if I have it for a while, then I kind of slowly get to its limits. Not to its max limits, but you know, to where I'm comfortable with the limits, you know? So for anybody out there who's on my YouTube and you about to be talking shit because I just drove a Porsche kind of slow, that's the reason why. But nonetheless, I'm still giving you my perspective on how it feels, and I get why people get it, but don't be talking shit, man. Tell them don't be talking shit, man.
Don't be talking shit.
All right, and just like that, we done talked about everything. We done talked about seats, steering wheel, blah, 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 pricing, all that good shit. That's all I got for y'all today, man. I'm out of here, and hope to see y'all in the next videos. If y'all haven't checked out my old videos, go check them out. If this is your first time checking out my YouTube channel and you feeling your boy, then go ahead and like, subscribe, and if you want to thumb some shit down and be a hater, fuck it. Hope it makes you feel better. Thumb it the fuck down. See y'all in the next video. I'm out. And just like that, it's time to go. Let's get up out this whip. Oh, that wasn't that hard. All right, so it's my man right here. He works up here at the Porsche dealership. Go ahead and introduce yourself to him, bro.
Corbin Pryor.
Tell him how big you is. It's another big giant.
6'7", not as quite as big as you, but
he a big dude. He bigger than me. You know, not taller, but he's bigger. You know, so that counts for something.
That's just good padding.
As soon as he hopped in, what'd you say? As soon as you hopped in,
I can fit, man. This is the leg room is ungodly.
See what I'm saying? We don't get that. We not used to that kind of shit at all ever. So we got that.
This is nice.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Now that was halfway.
See, that's like reality just melts for a minute, and you're just zoned in.
No, it gives you that kind of feel too.
That's Star Trek hitting warp.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. Hey, that was the perfect one right there. That warp, that's that warp. Hell yeah, you ain't never lied. Now I get this bitch half the tar. Look.
Over speed limit.
See that shit? That's when you want to hit it. You know what I
mean? Okay. Point proven. That's why. Yeah. Felt like I was one with the car for a minute. Just fused with the seat. Oh man, that was my highlight for the day.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad I can make you happy, man.
Jesus.
It's crazy, right?
So that's living your life, huh?
That's living my life, man. On the daily.
In space, 24/7.
That warp, what you call that warp? That Star Trek warp?
That warp, make it so #1.
But I want to do a review on this Lotus right here. Even though I know I can't fit that motherfucker, I think it'd be funny for YouTube to just try to do it.
You can get a leg in there, maybe.
In the Lotus?
You get one leg.
One leg and have your body, like just one butt cheek, one leg.
As long as the window goes down, hang out. Well, thank you.
My guy's out of here, man.
Good.
He liked the Hellcat, I'm hoping.
I liked it.
Man,
I'm a fan.